Our government should be working for the people, and that's the movement I'm going to lead.
Senator, you articulated this very point throughout the course of your career, and you saw a real estate developer from New York expropriate that message in 2016. How do you basically convince people that this message is still a message that belongs to the Democratic Party, given that it's been expropriated and used effectively by a real estate developer?
We have to get out there and be clear about what we're fighting for, and then we got to show we're willing to fight for it. It's not enough just to talk the talk. We've actually got to be willing to get out and walk the walk. And that means we've got to stand behind the kinds of changes that will matter in the lives of everyday people. And when that means standing up to big drug companies, we won't do what this administration has done, and that is said, raise prices whenever you want. We'll say we're going to make real change.
Follow up, how does your message compare to that of Sherrod Brown, for example, and others who are making some of the same points?
You know, I think it's great that we have a strong and growing group of Democrats who are making these arguments, who are fighting these fights. That's how we build a movement. We do it together.
Senator Warren, you have not been afraid to take on Donald Trump really head-to-head in the past. Do you expect that you will need to go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with him and hurl it right back at him, as you know he has already started to do with you? Is that part of winning this?
Look, I think the central part of winning this is to get out and talk with people about what we're fighting for. We want a government that works not just for the rich and the powerful. We want a government that works for everyone. And we can make that happen. We have to do it together. I think that's how we win.
Senator Warren, now that you have had a few weeks to think about this, if you were to do it over again today, would you handle the release of the DNA test any differently today?
You know, look, I've put it all out there. It's there for anyone to see. But at the end of the day, what this is going to be about, this election going forward, is going to be about the tens of millions of families across this country who work hard, who play by the rules, and who just time after time take one body blow after another. It has been decades in which profits have gone through the roof and workers' incomes have stayed flat, in which the costs of housing have gone up, the costs of health care have gone up, the costs of an education have gone up, and yet families are getting more money to cover all of that. I think that's going to be the central issue in this campaign. Who do you think government should work for? Republicans, Donald Trump, have made clear they think government should work for the wealthy and the well-connected. And right now, that's exactly what it's doing. I think it ought to work for everyone else, and that's what this fight is about.
Do super PACs have a place in this race?
I'm sorry?
Do super PACs have a place in this race? Would you take support from super PACs?
So, look, I believe that as Democrats, the way we're going to win in 2020 is by building a grassroots movement all across this country. And that means we have to build this movement with small dollar donors, with volunteers, with real people. I don't think we ought to be running campaigns that are funded by billionaires, whether it goes through super PACs or their own money that they're spending. Democrats are the party of the people. And the way we make that clear is we join together and we fund our campaigns. We make our campaigns work through the people. By the way, today already, since I've made the announcement this morning, I've already received donations from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. That's how you build a grassroots campaign. That's what I believe in.
Massachusetts voters, you just won re-election. Your message to voters who say now she's more focused on running for president rather than representing Massachusetts. What's your take on that?
I'm in the fight for all of our families. It's the same fight that drew me in to elected politics to begin with. I want to see an America that works, not just for some people, but an America that works for all of us. That's why I'm in this.
Are you and your family ready for
so,
this?
Well, you can actually, I have to say, Bailey is really behaving himself here. He looks ready for it. You know, I'm about to go off and make phone calls to some supporters all around the country. Tonight, Bruce and I are going to do what we do every New Year's Eve. We're going to watch Casablanca, cheer at all the cheering parts, and cry at all the sad parts, and have a good evening. And I will see all of you, I hope, again very soon. Happy New Year to all of you. Take
Bruce,
care.
Happy New Year,
Anything
guys.
to add here? Bruce, anything to add here? Bruce, anything to add?
Anything you want to add, Heather?
We've been married a long time, and it's always been an adventure. So this is just another one.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Another adventure.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Much appreciated.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.